It looks like things have taken a nosedive behind the scenes of Marvel's so-called Agatha all-along series. It's only October 2024, and we're already hearing about some serious drama between Elizabeth Olsen, the face of Wanda Maximoff, who, let's be honest, was one of the few likable characters left in the MCU after Endgame, and Kathryn Hahn, aka Agatha Harkness, whose whole Agatha all-along shtick somehow turned into a full series. Now this is where things get ugly. Word is, Elizabeth Olsen is absolutely fuming. And who can blame her? The MCU Phase 4 was partially built on her back post-Endgame, and now it feels like they've tossed Wanda aside like last season's Halloween costume to make room for more Agatha. Honestly, who asked for this? Now, we all know how WandaVision ended. Wanda had the Darkhold. She's the most powerful being in the universe. She's had her own series, and then boom, gone. Enter Agatha, who's riding the coattails of a catchy song and getting her own show. But things really hit the fan when Kathryn Hahn supposedly threw some major shade at Olsen's character during an interview, reportedly calling Wanda overplayed and suggesting the focus needed to shift to Agatha to keep things fresh. Excuse me. Elizabeth Olsen apparently was not having it, and I don't blame her one bit. Wanda's arc had actual depth, loss, grief, and redemption. Agatha, on the other hand, a quirky villain with a gimmicky theme song. Sure, it's different, but come on, comparing her to Wanda is like comparing a clown to a queen. Insiders are saying Olsen is pissed about how this Agatha series is sidelining Wanda, who, by the way, was left hanging in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. No proper send-off, no clear future, just discarded to make room for Hahn's overhyped spin-off. And here's the kicker. Olsen confronted Hahn about the interview comments, reportedly calling it a slap in the face to WandaVision fans. And let's be real, she's right. People didn't tune in to WandaVision for Agatha. They tuned in for Wanda's story. Hahn allegedly brushed it off, claiming it was just a joke, but Olsen wasn't buying it, especially after seeing how Marvel seems to be pushing this Agatha nonsense to the forefront. Things got so heated that behind-the-scenes sources claim there's now a growing rift between the two actresses. What used to be a fun, collaborative atmosphere during WandaVision has turned toxic, with Olsen now refusing to do any joint press with Hahn. Word is, Marvel had planned some major media moments with the two to hype up Agatha, Darkhold Diaries, but all of that's been scrapped after Olsen put her foot down. Can you blame her? And let's not forget, this is coming from a studio that's already struggling with its identity crisis. Marvel's been in a downward spiral, and maybe they should have stuck with what was actually working with Wanda. But no, instead, they sidelined their best character to give Hahn a platform that nobody asked for. And it's a real shame to see how far the mighty have fallen. Remember when we had the original Avengers? Characters who were so iconic they practically defined a generation. We had real team dynamics, character arcs that built on each other, and a clear vision. Now, we're left with a jumbled mess of forced narratives and one-note characters trying to carry a franchise that's lost its way. It's like Marvel is playing hot potato with their best assets, and instead of investing in the legacy of characters like Wanda, they're tossing them aside for flash-in-the-pan gimmicks. The original Avengers proved that when you build a story around strong characters and genuine relationships, you can create magic. But here we are, watching a studio that seems hell-bent on replicating success without understanding what made it special in the first place. Honestly, it feels like Marvel is sabotaging itself at this point. If they keep making boneheaded decisions like this, they're going to end up alienating their most loyal fans. And if they think pushing Agatha into the spotlight over Wanda is the solution, they've clearly lost the plot. The audience isn't dumb. We know when we're being fed scraps.